Were they attacking when you were down?
They were ready.
Okay.
They were ready to. And if the bit of chance that really, between like people's just flat out excellence in keeping me alive, like that's a level above.
And what did they do?
You know what I mean?
Tourniquet?
Yeah, tourniquet. I think that was tourniquet. They had to splint, fluid, make sure I was all right. And he said the only time that I was like getting a bit weird was every now and then they would turn the lights off. And just turn their headlamps off. And he had me in like a mount position where he's pushing on my chest. Because he said the minute that they turned the headlamps off the first time, no one was on me, and I tried to start crawling away.
Yeah.
I just would panic. And he's shown me what it feels like. He goes, this is what it felt like. You were trying to punch me in the face with an elbow hanging out and a busted arm. Like punching through pain to try and get whatever it was off me. Thinking that I'm going towards the light. I don't know. Like it was just, he said then you'd make a bit of racket. And that was the hardest bit. So we'd turn the lights off and then you'd start making racket. You know what I mean? You're like...
Put the light back on?
Yeah.
It's all good?
Oh, okay, cool. It's just you guys. All right, sweet. Yeah, so...
Did they chopper you out then?
Yeah. And if this is one of the boys, he was hard as a coffin now, this dude. He was a legend. Ian Turner. I can say his name because he passed in 2017. He took his own life.
Sorry to hear.
He was a great operator. Good friends with Betty too. They loved it. That was the thing that I understood about Cam Baird was if Turns ever said, we were talking about if we were ever in a scrap or something. What if there was a footy team or this or that? Who would you want? Who would you put at the front of it? And he's like, Betty. Yeah. You want Betty.
And he was there?
Yeah, Cam Baird was in the platoon that were walking onto target. So, but Turns, they tried to put me on the chopper with both arms hanging down. And Turns, the guy said, look, we can't take him on unless he's got his arms across his chest. He said, look at his arms, man. They go, we can't take him if that. And he said he looked, he just touched me on the chest and said, I'm sorry, man. And apparently I made a racket, which I reckon I would have taken it pretty well. But he taped the two things down and he was so shocked. 'Cause we'd spent a lot of time, because he was in our sister team, like we'd spent so much time working with them. You know, he sort of said, sorry, like, goodbye, man. He did that. And then they burnt big bits of my gear, like stuff that they'd taken off me through the process. They had a fire, like, and just sort of said goodbye to it. They thought, it's touch and go whether I was going to live. So
they thought maybe that was the last time they ever see you.
Yeah. We've done it. We've done everything we can. We did well to get you there.
And do they then continue their mission?
Yeah. Yeah. So the next morning, they had some supplies that got dropped. And usually we'd do stuff at night, but they basically just greenlit them to torch the place in the morning. And everyone was angry. Everyone hadn't slept much, and they just put half a guy in a chopper. So
why are they friends?
Yeah, not a good day to be Taliban in that village.